Hi dear students, welcome to all for social class. In previous class, you people learnt meaning of unemployment, meaning of discrimination and corruption. Is it? In today's class, we will see communalism. Communalism is a major problem in our country. Segregation in the name of religion and creating hatred and cultivating opposite self-interest can be called as communalism. Got it? Listen. Segregation in the name of religion. Segregation means dividing the people on the basis of religion. Got it? And creating hatred and cultivating opposite self-interest. It can be called as communalism. Is it? It creates social differences, mutual suspicion and fear situation in the society. Due to communalism, it creates social differences and mutual suspicion means lack of mutual understanding, is it? And a fear situation in the society. Political competition, social groupism and economic hatred is expressed in communalism. Communalism has the capacity to endanger the integrity and unity of India. The communalism break the integrity. Integrity means unity of the India, is it? It is not only destroys the peace of the society, it also destroys the public and private property. It leads to a mutual accusation and physical assaults and other undesirable effects. Communalism puts self-interest ahead of national interest. The communal forces make attempts to increase their communal forces in the country. They attempt to preach their religion and also tend to be suspicious of other religions. Thus affects the unity of the nation. You know already, due to the communalism, it creates and it breaks the integrity or unity of our nation. As a result, the country has to spread a lot of energy to maintain internal peace and order. A lot of precautions are needed to address the challenge posed by communalism. Ideas like uniform civil code, equality among all the citizens, supporting secular values in the society and transcending narrow thoughts in favor of national interests can be the solutions of communalism. Let us what are the solutions, or how can we eradicate, or how can we remove the communalism in our society? Like uniform civil code, implementation of uniform civil code and equality among all the citizens, and supporting secular values in the society and transcending narrow thoughts in favor of national interest. Through this, possible to eradicate communalism in our country. Economic and social inequality could fuel the communalism. Attempts should be made to foster and face of all people and develop healthy national thoughts. Precautions should be taken to check communalism as it would spoil the integrity, equality, fraternity and cultural diversity of India. That is, citizens should commit themselves for the secular society. Got it? You know already, due to the communalism, what are the effects as happening in India? What are the problems are arising in India? Like the communalism would spoil the integrity. Integrity means unity and equality and fraternity and cultural diversity, is it? Let's see now status of women. The achievement of women during a pre-independent India are notable. Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai, Kittur Rani Channamma, Annie Besant, Kasturba Gandhi, Savitribai Phule, Sarojini Naidu are some of the memorable women freedom fighters. Is it? Now, women are present in all walks of life like medical, teaching, engineering, pilot, astronaut, police, politics, military, and other areas. Nowadays, the women are working in different sectors, in all other sectors like medical, teaching, engineering, pilot, astronaut, police, politics, military, and different areas. Got it? Still, the status of women needs to a lot of improvement. The status of women has remained low due to social customs, poverty, and illiteracy. This has affected the progress of the country. The government has started Women and Child Development Department in order to improve women's education and status. Is it? The state and central government started Women and Child Development Department. For what purpose? For the purpose of improving women's education and status. Got it? The various measures taken, the government seeks to improve the status, health, and education of the women. Many programs have been implemented to curb child marriage system, dowry prohibition act, compulsory education are implemented as a means of empowering women. Is it? The government of Karnataka has implemented Sri Shakti program through which self-help groups of women are formed and fostered as a means of social progress. Various cooperative formations like Sri Shakti self-help groups, associations of self-help groups have been formed. Got it? Women's commissions have been established at the national and state levels to address the various issues of women. Attempts are made to provide reservation at the state and the national legislative bodies. The state and central government provide the reservation for women in the politics. Got it? Women's reservation has already been provided at the local bodies. Local bodies means Gram Panchayat, Taluk Panchayat, and Jilla Panchayat. Already the government provides the reservation for women. Women reservation is also provided in the government recruitments also. Is it? Observe the pictures. They have given a notable women's. First one, Pratibha Patil. She was the first woman president of India. Indira Gandhi, the first woman prime minister. Sarojini Naidu, the first woman governor. Sucheta Kripalani, the first woman chief minister. In India, Indira Gandhi was the prime minister for a long time. Mrs. Pratibha Patil was the president of India. Is it? Indira Gandhi was the first woman prime minister in India, and Pratibha Patil was the first woman president of India. Is it? Many women have performed various roles as ambassadors, governors, ministers, chief ministers, and many other have influential positions and have performed well. The success of these women has been inspirational for many women. Got it? Let's see now. Terrorism. Terrorism can be called as extremism. The terrorism is called as extremism. This is a method putting pressure on the government. Terrorism is a method of putting pressure on government. Terrorism based on political ideologies, religious faiths, and ideological beliefs creates a lot loss for the individuals as well as communities. Moreover, terrorism creates a psychological pain and influences the cultural aspects negatively. Got it, dear students? The terrorism creates psychological pain and also a influences the cultural aspects negatively, not in positively, negatively. Terrorism is nothing but fulfilling its narrow end by creating panic and violence. Simple meaning for terrorism: what do you mean by terrorism? Fulfilling its narrow end by creating panic and violence is called as terrorism. Got it? It feeds on fear of the people. The terrorism creates fear in the people. Got it? These are organized crimes purported by organized group of people. Got it? The terrorism, organized crimes. Is it? Such activities are called as anti-national and anti-social acts. The terrorism is called as anti-national activities and anti-social acts. Bringing down a World Trade Center in USA, bomb attacks on Bali in Indonesia, bombing various cities in France, Britain and other countries are the reason for worries at international level. The terrorism is based on extreme religious sentiments, separatism, racialism or leftist ideals. Often a country founds and supports terrorism in other country. Terrorism targets the civilians of the country, military bases, and also targets the specific communities with specific languages, religion, race, and skin color to create maximum terror among them. Got it? Listen, dear students. Terrorism mainly targets the civilians of the country, is it? Like military bases, and also targets the specific communities. Communities means group with specific languages and also a religion and race and skin color to create maximum terror among them. Is it? It aims at creating more fear by killing people. What is the main aim of terrorism? To create fear, to create fear through the killing of more people. Got it? They use explosive deadly gases to attain their goal. The killings done by terrorists are pre-planned. Got it? They work with their own network of intelligence. They employ modern day gadgets and means of transportation. They target busy areas like airports, railway stations, markets, and other areas to attack. Mainly, the terrorists target the busy areas like airports, railway stations, markets, etc. Got it? They seek to spread their goals along with the violence. They also use tactics like suicide bombing, kidnapping innocent people to attain their targeted aims. Got it? India is one of the countries in the world and that has been the target of terrorism for many years. Terrorism is and was there in states like Nagaland, Manipur, Kashmir, Punjab and other places. Still now also in some states of in our country we will see in terrorisms like in Nagaland, Manipur, Kashmir and Punjab. In other states we will see nowadays also terrorist activities. There was attack on Taj Mahal in Mumbai on November 26, 2008. Similarly, the Parliament House had also been the target of terrorism. Terrorists have targeted places like Hyderabad, Chennai, Bengaluru, Buddha and other places to create panic. Panic means fear, to create fear in the people. Our neighboring countries like Pakistan and China are accused of supporting and aiding terrorism in our country. Got it? Our neighboring countries like Pakistan and China are supporting the terrorism. Got it? And the two countries are aiding. Aiding means help to attack on India. You see? Let's see. India has always criticized terrorism in other countries also. Our central and state governments have taken utmost care to stop terrorism. They have always strived to protect the property and the life of ordinary people. They have even created a special allied forces to tackle these terrorists. India has been a peace-loving country and has undertaken many initiatives to stop terrorism. Dear students, you know already India is a peace-loving country, is it? So, the Indian government and state government has undertaken many initiatives to stop the terrorism. A look into history shows that the very little has been achieved by violent activities like terrorism. At the same time, history has been made by employing truth, non-violence and love. Got it? The killing of people like Gandhiji, Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi did not erase their efforts to achieve progress through peace. Whereas actions of Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, Muhammad Paigamba, Basava, Gandhi, Nehru, Ambedkar, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela and others have given new light, new paths and new life to the people all over the world. Peace and love are greater than violence and hate. Is it? Peace and love are the greater than violence and hate. Is it? Let's see now. Corporate strategy. The corporate strategy has been the biggest challenge in front of the Indian society since the beginning of 21st century. A group administrative measure undertaken by a company to achieve a predetermined target is called as corporate strategy. Simple meaning, what do you mean by corporate strategy? A group administrative measure undertaken by a company or organization to achieve a predetermined means pre-planned target is called as corporate strategy. Is it? The present day corporate strategies are using a globalized environment and modern technologies. Listen, nowadays the corporate strategies means the companies are using globalized environment and modern technologies. Is it? The main aim of these strategies are maximizing the profits of the company. What are the main aim of companies? To maximize means to increase the profit of the company, to earn more money is the main aim of modern companies. This affects the people, the society and the country negatively. Often the corporate strategies influence these decisions of the governments also. On the positive side, the same corporate companies can be employed to alleviate social problems like poverty, malnutrition, health, skill training and many other aspects of society through the corporate social responsibility programs. The government need to mandate such initiatives through appropriate legal measures. Only with such initiatives the Indian society can channelize the corporate strategies in favor of the society. Is it? Now today's homework is question number 5, 6, 7 and 8. In page number 69, question number 5, 6, 7 and 8 is an homework for you dear students. In case if you have any doubts, you can call and ask at any time. Surely I will clarify your doubts. Okay, thank you dear students. Have a nice day. Thank you one and all.